going to start gluing it down, I suggest, just give you a tip, to put a good tape nearby these openings. So the paper will definitely be attached right here, and that's why, because the papers needs to go in here. So that is why you definitely need to make sure that your papers will attach right here. Okay, that's just the tip that I give you before you even put the black papers on, or any other color, of course. Totally up to you which color. Especially on the sides, you definitely want to have a good amount of glue. You don't want to have any piece that comes loose. So I'm just going to start in the middle. Especially here by the tape. Let it dry. Okay, and now I'm continuing with this one. Let this dry before you bend it. So we are going to focus first on here. I do overlap this a little tiny bit. Now I can peel this off where our paper clip is. There you go. Let's do the other side. The tape will get right here where the paper clip is. Don't worry, we're going to put something on top here. You don't see the paper clip when we are done with this page. So let's turn this over. Just a little overlapping. And there you go. Pinch it down. Oh yeah, there was one thing that I now can't do. Well, can't do. I still can do. That's the ribbon. That I would do that, but we still can do that. No worries. There you go. And now we can bend it. Just grab your bone folder. Be gentle. Pushing your paper into that opening. There you go. Same thing on here. And now it all is in that opening. That's why we make it 4 to 5 millimeter opening. That is why. And still this does not crack. If you even did not put any bookbinder's linen on, your paper will not crack because of the opening. Okay. Done, guys. We go to the pages. Let's start with page 1. God, I love it already. Do you love this project already? Yay! See you next project. Next part. Oh my gosh. Okay, and for my first set, this is what I have left. So I did cut out all the cut apart things. Everything I cut out. So what were they? Five pages. Then I made the cover, and then I made some frames, and then I have this left. So just put this away. Always can use that. But I'm gonna start now on page 1. This direction. So this would be the fill-ups. And I am now gonna start with number 2. Full set. Let's use it. Okay guys, so let's start this page. Oh, what shall we do? What shall we do? Hey guys, I'm sitting here 45 minutes thinking on how to start. For those who follow me longer than today, that's always the case. That's always the case. The first page is, it's always killing me. It is. I don't know why, but it's always the case. So I'm just gonna start, guys. I'm just gonna start cutting and just go with the flow as we do normally. So let's just start with a 3/4 is wide enough. A 3/4. I'm gonna cut a 3/4 because I'm gonna start with a strip. Yes, I'm gonna start with a strip that I like to add here. So yeah, and when the first page is there, then normally my thing will go with the flow and doing the things that I love. And most of the pages are, well, maybe similar for other projects, but yeah, we gotta love doing our things, guys. Using other papers always also totally makes things different. But I do my best. I do my best to come up with new things. I do my best. Lean up a little bit. Okay, that's the start. Okay, so next I like to have a page that flips to this side, and well, let's just go for it. So what first we're gonna cut our page. Well, same size or maybe just a slightly smaller. And make a flippity flop. And we're gonna make a 1/8. So we have some space for under. To add pictures below. Okay, so how wide do we want this? Well, at least this was a 3/4. So I'm gonna stay away at 3/4 also. From this side, I don't know, well maybe, shall we also do this on this side to bring back the cover? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's start with that also. I think that's fun. What do you think? Let's bring it back a little bit. The cover. I think that's fun. See, it already starts to go with the flow. Oh my gosh. Let's bring it back. The cover vibe. Okay, so plan is that I want to have, and I still want this a little bit shorter. Again, still I want it a 3/4 shorter. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my mark. Let's cut it. Always save your black. Okay, now we can make that 1/8. I always use my fingers to fold this. Peel it off. Just a little corner. And there you have your extra page with a 1/8 gusset right here. See that? Little gusset right here that keeps some space under to add pictures right here. If you want, of course. You don't need to, but most of you like to do that. Okay, what's next? Next, I want to make 2 flippable pages with pockets, something like that. Okay. So I'm gonna split this in the middle. I'm terrible in that with the inches. So I'm just gonna use my centimeters to split that in half. So we are going to make, I think we can we? Let's give it a go. Okay guys, first we're gonna start with a flippity flop at the bottom. And why not make that a little larger, for just in case. I'm gonna make a 1 inch, so we always can make an extra gusset to have more space under. Okay, then we are going to make a fold line to the sides. There we go. Now for your convenience, you can cut this little corner off, so you can fold it nice and flat. Not particularly needed, but you can. Okay, let's place this to the side. Here is your mark. Okay, but I am gonna make a mark that's going to be on the right side of this mark. So not on top the mark, but on the right side. I hope I can show you this. See that? My mark is on this side. Okay. So now we can make another fold line. Go. And now we're gonna make a mark at the end when we fold this one. See? And now we're gonna make the fold line. And I'm gonna stay on this side of my mark, okay? So I'm just gonna put my mark right along I call these grooves. So I'm gonna make my fold line on my left side of that mark. Hope you can see that. Okay, and then we can cut this 1/2 inch shorter. And then again, you can cut off this corner. And first go cut it as straight as possible, but just a little angle. Oh, I think this was not even needed. I notice now. Oh, because we already have one right here. Okay, then we could cut this. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this over the fold line. Sorry guys, we have a flippity flop already on the other side. Okay. Alright, you can fold this, but you only need one. So we're gonna cut down one piece. Here we go. So you can close this down, and then you have a nice tunnel piece once you have closed this. But of course this is not the correct size just yet. I'm gonna cut this just a little shorter, so it will not interfere this fold line right here. See that? So the fold line can be easily fold. Okay, now this is our hinge, and we're gonna attach this, but of course, because this is a 1/8, definitely we need to have this at least a 1/8. But if you want to do something on top here, then you need something more. So I think we go for a 1/4. Then you will have plenty of space to still do something on top of this page. See, so now we have this 1/4 gusset. So if I place this right here, see, then I still have plenty of space in between. And I think the size is also very nice. It's maybe it even can be a little smaller, because this looks now a 3/4 and a 3/4, and I don't want that. I do want at least a 1 inch away from the edge. So I'm just gonna place this down. Just gonna fold it back. Does not need that much to cut off, but just a tiny little bit. Every little tiny bit. Every perfection I love. There you go. So this, yep, now I am at least a 1 inch away. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna fold down just yet, because I think we're first gonna make the other one. So we stayed on this side, and if I do the same thing with this one on this side, then these two are not bumping into each other, so they have some space to flip a little around. Okay. So let's do that again. Yeah, this side. So with the second one, you would say that we can do right away the same thing. So yep, a 1 inch, same thing as we did with the first one, but now we can do right away a 1/4 on this side. Okay, and then we can make that 1/2 inch. And I'm gonna cut down that little corner. So fold. Grab back the page. And now I'm gonna put this on the right side for just measuring. I'm gonna put this all to the left, and then I'm gonna make a mark on the left side. We did that with this one on the right side, and with this one we're gonna stay on the left side of that middle mark. Okay, so we're gonna make a fold line. Make a mark and just cut on the left side of your mark. And then again for this piece, we can just cut this a little along the fold line. So this is going to be just a fraction smaller. There we go. And then we only need to cut the same size as this one. So just cut this shorter. Check, check, check. Yes, okay. And then we have our two little pockets. That fits beautiful. Check, check, check. See, and we have enough space if we're gonna stay on the outside lines. Alright, so let's just, now I'm only gonna think we do definitely need a nice incision. Now let's see, for this collection I did not make, wait just a sec, I did not make that many curved lines, but we have this one and we have this one, I guess, and that's it. So we keep it as simple as possible, but if you want you can use this one. If you don't have, I do have a large, where is it? I do have even a very large one, but yeah, and I also have smaller ones. But if you don't have those to use, then you can just cut. Let's see, this is the front. If you open it up, you will use the size where you have your hinge on. I also can use this. This is also very nice. If you use half, it's totally up to you. You can use this one, which is nice. I like it. But you also can use the half of this one. I now choose for this one, but yeah, you can. I'm definitely going to use these two. So, for those who follow me longer than today, I always like to use my pieces, what's in my collection to be used. Don't move. So you don't need any dies to buy. And this is especially for those yeah, who has a lower budget than another one. So, oh, of course the other one also. So on the side where the hinge is, I thought it was, yep it was. So yeah, a little lower. Try to find the middle. Keep it on one spot. There you go. And then you have a nice incision. But before we can cut this out, I do like to use design paper already, so you can cut it in one cut. So let me first search for a piece of paper. Oh, look at this. This fits absolutely. This just fits amazingly. Now, how deep do we want to go? Well, let's say 1.5. So I'm gonna cut this 1.5, 1.5. Yes. Keep your flowers straight. Put this behind it on the right spot. That means all the way up, all the way equal, and then with a little space on the left and the right side, and then just use a clamp to keep it on its place. And then you just can cut this out. I think I need to move this for just a moment. And I'm just going to cut right along the pencil mark. And like I always say, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I am not a perfect cutter also. And if you have dies to use, if you like to use dies and you have a nice cutting machine, just do it. Be my guest. But I just go for this for those who does not have it. There we go. And then if you smooth the edges, it just fits marvelous. And if you guys see, I'm only gonna cut just a tiny little angle away. Perfect. There you go. Nice. Okay, let's do the same thing with this side. Okay, I always keep these together. You never know where you're gonna need it for making beautiful little tags, for example. So I glued it down, and now it's finally time to close this pocket. So if you fold this, then you will see that it might be a little angle. This is actually not needed. Fold it back. Yep. You can use tape or liquid glue, of course. That's totally up to you. I don't make these too tight. Oh, of course, the bottom. The bottom I'm going to use glue. And if you don't want to make these pockets too tight, then just put your bone folder inside and close it. If you do that, you can see that the pocket is already a little wide. It doesn't have to be that tight. So that's why I love to do sometimes, to put a bone folder inside. Okay, and then we need to put tape on here as well. One, and this, I think this one is already, yep. And there we go. I think we first gonna decorate these before I'm gonna put these inside. Or not. Or not. cool. But yes, I'm gonna, but I need to be aware that this is this size instead of this. Okay, so let's see. Now we can use our leftover pieces very easily. This does not fit, but I think it's lovely. Do love this one. And then maybe this at the bottom. Could be nice. This I like too. Oh, there were so many options. There are so many options. So many options. This is also very nice to do. Okay, so there are many options. So which one do you like best? I think if I have this, or is it not too pinky? Alright, give me just a second. But I do like this optional as well. I really like this one. But maybe with the stripes it's too much. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, this is also gorgeous. Oh, this is also nice. And then for 2. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. And then using the, oh yes, oh definitely. Okay, let's do this one. Let's use this one. I like it. I like it, like it. So I'm just gonna start, wait just a second. Yeah, I'm just gonna start going here, and then for this one, starting here. And then I only miss a little of the pink. Okay. Okay, let's put these on. Yes, cool. Do we need a... Do we need a... how do you call that? You also can use a nice piece of ribbon. And then make a little bow or something. Ooh. Oh, we have plenty of options. Oh, we also have this one. I like this one as well. Oh, that is nice too. I added the cotton lace And now I'm just gonna make 2 small bows. Watch your fingers. I think it's the finishing touch. Do you think? That is the first page. So I don't want to be that these ribbons are going to be ruined, but oh, it's so sweet. What shall we do on the back? Well, we have plenty leftover pieces. Where was this? This is a small piece that we can use. This is just, oh, no way, it does fit. Marvelous. It's just enough. And just enough is enough for me. It's enough. Every single little piece of paper that fits is enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking good. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. Okay, I think now it's time to put this in our page. All the way down. Oh, I let it loose before. That's one. There we go. Perfect. Do you like? Do you like? And of course this one goes here. Nice. Okay. Now I still have space here to make this stay here so it does not flap. So let's think of that before we continuing what we want. Or we can make first the tags that fits in here. That's also a possibility. Okay, cool. So far, I like it. Okay, I think that I'm gonna use these. These are the leftover pieces from my little frames. So what I'm gonna do, what that I did with the first one, just glue it on a leftover piece of paper. Any paper will do. Then find a nice piece of design paper any will do. Okay. Now if you want to leave it like this, then that's perfectly fine. But I made a round shape, and how I did that? Well, I just cut off a little angle. And then I'm just going to use an old file. It does not have to be straight or whatsoever. And then I just filed this. This is just an old file that I would throw it away. Maybe you have one in your stash somewhere. And then you just can shape it in any size you want, in any shape you want. Not exactly the same, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. Then I just go round it up. All the papers. Every edges are nice. What do you think? Oh, it could be a little less pointy. Okay, and then we just switch all edges. Sides. There you go. Two pieces who are not exactly the same, but that's okay. That's okay by me. And then we are going to create a little hole inside. go. Yes, okay, and now of course we first need to wait till we have our papers here. But so let's open this up and let's see. But I think that I like to make a nice pocket here. I think a nice sideway pocket. What do you think? And then at the top we're going to use these. Shall we do that first? Let's do that first. Okay guys, grab a big piece of paper. Watch if this will fit. It could be. It could be. If I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay. So we need a bottom hinge, 1/2 inch, and a side hinge. There we go. Let's just place this right here at the end and make a mark at the other end. And we're just going to score and cut. There you go. Now, how deep we want this? Well, at least a 1 inch away, because I still have my mark right here. So fold the bottom. Check, check, check. So at least, and you don't want that your pieces, that you want to have your tag inside, and because we do need to have the space for this one. So I think I'm just gonna make a mark for another 1 inch lower. So I have the space for my tags to come out of this pocket. And I have the place for my swing tabs. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm not going to measure, I'm just gonna stay away 2 inch from the top. Okay. Got that. Let's put some tape on. There we go. Oh, that's the last of it. Okay. I already have a new one. Ta-da. I never like it using a new roll because it's so big, but that's okay. We need to. Okay, let me cut the corners. We don't need the corners. Just a straight triangle will do. Here we go. Okay guys, that's our big pocket. Our big pockets. Nice. I like to use some tape for the bottom pocket. Where is that for? if you put a tag inside your pocket and you don't do this, then your tag, let's say this is your tag, will bump into that 1/2 inch right here. Why then make a hinge at the bottom? Well, otherwise if you put only glue here, then you have not enough, well, you have enough space, but then you will delete some space for your tag completely go to the bottom. So if that makes sense. That's my explanation. That's just my experience. I just love to make this way the pockets. This is a big pocket, so we don't need to have the bone folder method. It's big enough. And there you have your big pocket. Now I first go the background. Let's see what will be fitting nicely. Well, this fits nicely, but it's too short. And we still have plenty. Oh, this is nice for the bottom. Absolutely. Oh, we can use this simple one. Or one of these 3, but I think I like this one. Something like that. I think I'm gonna use this for the pockets. This one is also nice for the top of this one. Nah, I go for the background for this one. Fits also nice for this. Okay, so how deep? Well, 1/2 inch into the pocket, and then this needs to fit in the pocket, so I just measure that. There we go. Put that inside. Okay, and now before we continuing with the pocket, we can first do these ones. So let's flip this back, nice on its place, and then we just can practice a little why we want this. Somewhere in the middle like here, and then you move this to the side, and it never ever can overlap this. So if this is the place, make it a little, I think this is a nice spot, so you have enough space left and right. Just use something that you can practice with, and then you just move this direction. Yep. This is the nice spot. Let me first add this one. And then I can see if it's correct. and it needs to move, so don't make this too tight. You better can, there's also a way of not making it too tight. Just put your little pointy, if you have this, there is a way, and then you still have enough space and it's still nice and flat. Because this you definitely need. You definitely want that this is to be moved. Okay. Fits nice. Cool. Let's do the other one. Also trying to do this in the middle. Move this up. That is the correct spot. There you go. Plenty of space to even put the tag inside. Yes, cool. Yep, cool. Alright, now we can decorate further on our pocket and add a nice tag or booklet inside this big pocket. Okay. Okay, I used that piece for the bottom, for the pocket. And then I saw this little strip left. In my left eye corner I saw this laying there. And I think, why not? And then I go for this one. So I cut from mark to mark. And then I'm gonna see how I can split this the best way. This was also nice. Oh, yeah, that's the problem with double-sided paper. Ugh. Sometimes it's so hard to choose. There we go. So what do you think? Nice. You even can, but it's sideways, so I would not recommend this, but it's possible. It's possible if you like it. You also can make a nice tag right here if you want. if you want, for example, it's an idea, it's just an idea, guys. Okay, now for let me see, put inside a nice big booklet. Let's make it a little shorter. Slides nicely in here. Yep, I think this is a nice size. I don't need to cut it down, so we can decorate it later or in a minute. And then this still fits nice. Yep, nice. Pocket, and now we need to flip this over. And we still have plenty to do. I think I like first the back. The back of this one needs something. Okay. Maybe a nice flip up or something. Let's see.